back in full effect.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Sing a song with the lyrics back in it.
What?
Sing a song with the word back in it. In reference to us being back.
There's so many.
Last night was the tonight I bounced back. Right? Ain't that the
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, sing a song with the word back in it in reference to us being back.
Okay. Everybody back, streets back, all right.
That was better.
Yeah, I felt like that one was
better.
more like.
Yeah, that had more of a we're back.
Yeah.
You said bounce back.
Yeah, that's. We were never down, right?
Right?
So it's the black man trying to keep a motherfucker down.
When the fuck I fell off? And why ain't nobody tell me?
Nigga said back.
It's all good, man.
I said in reference to us being back.
Yeah, we bounced back. We back.
Bounce back from what?
From not being here.
Don't even get that nigga. Waste some bullets. We bounced back from not being here.
Yo,
What?
nah. Yo, right? We're doing good.
Are we?
Yeah, well, you know what? We're gonna keep it positive.
Oh, can we? Let's do the intro. I have a fun idea.
All right.
Drinking mad loud, my nigga. Oh, y'all heard me? I don't know what happened.
Nah, what's up? I think you gotta turn my mic down.
Nigga, you.
Nah, you can hear everything. I feel like you can hear everything.
Move the mic.
And that's why we don't drink during the show.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought, you want... Never mind.
It's all good, man.
That's what you did.
You gotta learn.
You commercial drink, and then you breathing mad hard.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's the mic. It's too
Why
loud.
your drink making you breathe so hard?
Nah, I was just breathing.
Shit was mad refreshing.
Nigga said,
Nah, let's try it again.
Yo, my guy. There you go.
yeah, we heard all of that.
See, that the
Do you
mic is
have
too
to
loud.
like,
You don't have to
Can we
gulp the
turn
drink, bro.
Nah, bro. No, listen.
right?
Listen. It's too clear over here, all right? Just turn the mic down. That's it.
No, it's good quality stuff.
Yeah.
Nah, it is.
Or you could just like drink before work like everybody else, right?
Hey.
Nigga got 2 sodas.
Yeah, when I see
I'm
that, I don't
ready.
say, nah, my son
And a
is.
coconut
ready.
water.
Yeah, nah, my son
Nigga
is-
parched
Yeah, he's
Now I'm
ready.
just making sure, it ain't no reason to get up.
outside of your job description, right?
I guess,
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, come on, let the people go, man.
Nah, look at me when I'm looking at you, nigga. All right, y'all. Welcome to episode 216 of the Venture Clan
That's what it
podcast.
He said, yeah, I said that's what it is.
It gotta be. It's undertone, man. It's like
I'm doing a thing right now.
Run it back.
This nigga,
Bounce back. See, I told you.
nigga's really oldie by nature. Like.
Wait. Give me a second. I was still laughing. How you gonna start in the middle?
All right, y'all. Welcome to episode 216 of the Venture Clan podcast. I'm your host, Av Campbell, that motherfucking nigga, the bar guy, A guy, young Aristotle.
Yo, it's your boy Buck the World, aka Toot Live, the freaking naughty venture, yeah, the nasty one.
And in the back, we got
Dave.
Hey,
Dave is here. Don't forget the comment.
and the comment stands for.
Talk to him.
Oh, right. Maybe 217. It's
Maybe
disappointment.
217, man.
I just tell you, like every time that happens, like people want to see that. One day you gonna.
Tell him to tell me, man. Tell me.
Come on, man.
Tell
That's
me
gonna
in
be
the
you.
comments. Tell me in the comments. Talk about it.
how you gonna talk about it in the comments?
Now let me see it first. Let me see that's what y'all want, man.
So you think he just shows up and lies to you every week?
Yeah, it's possible. It's HR.
what?
HR. It's HR, right? It's
Nah, bro. I wouldn't even do
no,
that to
you
you.
not HR?
Nah, I wouldn't.
Oh, you
I wouldn't lie to you. Yeah, I wouldn't lie
Fuck
to you
with
like
that, fuck
that.
with
You
that.
know? That's what people like to see that growth. You know what I mean? It's like a character arc.
know.
Your character arc started with
But I never did that to grow into it.
Right, that's the
thing.
point.
You
of
actually
the
did
character
do it
arc.
that time when you were scared.
Oh yeah, that one
excuse me?
time, right?
Pardon
me? Yeah.
To say something about it was like we were talking
About how
about.
you treated
Yeah,
that girl poorly.
Yeah,
nigga,
yeah.
Nigga
Yeah.
sang the intro.
Nah, I definitely did.
I don't
Had all 32 of his
You
teeth
gotta,
showing.
you gotta
Okay.
threaten USC.
You think you threatened me.
You gotta
Or
wash the
something, I
beverage
don't
down
know.
with beverage, my nigga. You at work or you at drink, nigga? Like, what is wrong with this nigga?
You make a valid point. You know what
Ah,
I'm saying?
damn.
I didn't know you was watching me so hard. Man. Damn, let me breathe.
All right, it's almost like I'm the supervisor. It's almost like I'm the fucking supervisor. All right, say y'all weeks so we can get to the fucking episode.
He ready to work.
Say y'all weeks.
Yo, man, the week was cool. Let's see, what's the highlight? 4th of July was great. I went out with Darling. We went to like this restaurant, Harlem Renaissance. It's a great spot. They only got one guy working, and I don't know if that's just a normal thing, but there's only one guy working. He was cool, but he just wasn't
In the
fast
whole
enough.
restaurant?
Like, yeah, it was just like taking care of all the tables. It was just like,
When I went there, there was literally one guy.
there's one guy,
Yeah.
right? It's like 3 cooks back there. I ain't going to front. They got 3 cooks, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like one other guy could be in the front. But other than
Help a
that,
nigga out.
the experience was great. They got some really good chicken and waffles. So fuck with them. And yeah, that was great, man.
Beautiful.
Who's next?
My week was beautiful. Business is great. New deals. It was quite amazing. Negotiated construction management agreement with another developer. So numbers is nice.
Nice, right? Nice.
They could just say,
I feel like
Have
I'm
you ever
supposed
seen
to-
the Lego movie? Like,
I haven't. What I did now?
I want you to download TubeBuddy, right?
Oh man.
For YouTube, and I want you to go to a YouTube video, and when it tells you like the keywords they use, like to tag a video, that's how you be describing shit. It just be like short keywords.
Yo, we were just talking about not overdoing it with the weekly highlight and whatnot. I kept it short and sweet. I felt like I gave a general.
But yeah, like do
Now you
full
hating.
sentences. You was like, nah, good week, amazing, new deals, construction management, good shit, money, go.
I mean, you want to hear about the deal? Like, the deal was pretty.
Nah, it's too late. We already lost interest.
I feel like I let it
We
ride
already
out,
lost
and then
interest.
you drove back for no reason.
Nah, we was talking about you and not talking in complete sentences.
I feel
The
like I was
people
pretty
want you to
complete.
get it right the first time. It's like, you first start working somewhere and it's like, oh, okay, you don't know where the punching clock is at. Okay, you don't know where we keep the pens.
yeah.
But then it'd be like 9 months in and you'd be like, hey, Dave, can you give me a pen? And you'd be like, oh, where do we keep the pens again? And it'd be like, all right, nigga, right.
Okay.
Learn some
Decent.
names,
Are you
man.
done?
No.
I mean, it's just, that's like fan, like, right? They tell us, so we got to tell you.
Yeah.
So that
That's
way
what they
you
told
guys
y'all.
can be like, we told them. So, right?
we
Get
told them,
get
y'all.
off, right? My back about it.
Right. My weekly highlight was it's hot as fuck. That's my weekly highlight.
Right,
But
you see me.
I managed to get through my workout goals for this week, so we lit. And now we just gotta up it next week. That's all I
shit.
have. You feel me? We out here. We getting faster, stronger. All right. I'm running full speed.
Nigga just did the same thing.
I didn't.
Okay.
What?
He thought I described my whole thing in keywords as opposed to the ending joke part.
Ah,
And
okay.
said that we was doing the same
Nah,
thing.
that's what's up. A lot of people, like, I forgot what the fucking stat was.
About
but-
niggas running full speed?
Yeah, it was like something like after 30, like
Yeah,
after you
like-
reach 30, like,
Like 80 to 90% of people never run full speed again.
yeah, like it's over. Like, don't let that be you. Come outside, play kickball with us or something. All right.
Yo, when we was playing kickball, did you feel like you was running full speed?
No.
Break the statistics, man. Don't be one of the niggas that never run full speed again. Did you feel like you was running full speed?
was I? What?
Knees to chest.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when, they kick the ball outfield. You got to know where to put your teammates, where the strengths are and shit. Like, who's going to actually run to get the ball? Like, so you got to be aware of that. So you definitely want to, you have to be one of those people, though, if you're going to, try to situate people.
Oh, the reason why I felt like I ain't run full speed is because it was like you got to really think about when you're moving. As far as the ball, you kick it, you run one base, you got to plan on going to the next base. So it was like you inch forward first, and then by the time you're at the second base, man, I ain't get the clock all the way up. Like, I'm here already.
I feel like that run from home plate to first, I feel like that was like, that's the whole ass base.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, you get the burst, but I never hit top speed. Like, because I run 12 miles an hour. You know?
How do you know that?
Because I put the treadmill on 12 and run.
That's what's up.
What does putting the treadmill on run me? On 12 mean?
It's 12 miles per hour.
Oh, like if you put the speed on 12, that means you're running 12 miles per hour?
Mm-hmm.
Did you stay on it for an hour?
No. the acceleration and, you know, distance is two different things. I don't understand the point.
But the treadmill is spinning, so like you're keeping up with the treadmill, right?
Yes. Like I can run 12 miles an hour
On the
7
treadmill?
minutes straight.
On the treadmill.
Yeah.
For 7 minutes straight.
Yeah.
I want to see this outside.
I did it already.
Tight.
Nobody saw it.
Tight beat.
That's fine.
Let's get a radar gun.
Yeah, my son Usain Bolt, right?
No.
Nah, we're gonna get a radar gun.
You set it up,
We're
you
gonna
run,
go-
and
we're
then
gonna
you
get
be
a
like, yo,
radar gun.
how long can I
mean,
keep this? And then
Shout out to like
As I
who's
was
that?
doing it.
Orv's training camp. Like
Yeah,
got you running 12
boy,
miles per hour
Yo,
For
what?
7
I was
minutes
wildin'.
straight.
for 7 minutes straight, yo.
I think we should get a radar gun off of Amazon. I think we should go to Hunts Point on them long back
Right?
blocks.
Yeah, and just test
And
it.
then we should drive 12 miles an hour with the radar gun. Like, and I feel like a nigga should be, if not at the front of the car, a little bit in front of us, because, you know,
Yeah, right. That's a hit.
for 7 minutes.
You didn't know he was an
What's the
athlete.
time?
Do you feel like you could have put the
What's the time?
treadmill higher?
I went to 14, but I felt like my heart was about to pop out my chest.
So you don't run 14 miles an hour,
Not for long, no. It was probably a minute.
but you
That
run,
was on top of the 7.
but you run 14 miles per hour by your logic.
Huh?
You technically run 14 miles an hour by your
Yeah,
logic.
that's
Yeah,
like
like
his
I
top
didn't
speed.
fall and die. Like, I
So
mean,
if you
I
did the
should've fell
14 and then
died.
fall, you could probably do like 17. Now you're closing in on 20, so you run 20 miles an hour,
I'm not saying I do.
One of the fastest humans ever.
right?
That's what's up, man. We didn't even know.
Yo,
That's what you're
we
saying.
don't have to do that.
That's what you're
I
saying.
feel like it's a thing happening right now. It don't have to be that.
Hey, man, I think we should
You
look
know
up
what I mean?
radar
Everybody
guns.
asks
Yeah.
me if, you know, I ran at my top speed. I'm like, no, here's why.
Because you run 20 miles an
You
hour.
might break the sound barrier, right?
Right?
Cause trouble.
Oh, y'all think that sound barrier
Justice League could be
breaking?
on you.
Hey,
Oh
I get
my
it.
God.
I get it, man. I get it.
Yeah, I'll just tell you, man, it don't look good. I'll take it off.
It's all good, dog.
Take it off.
this nigga about to get another drink. Like, we just talked about this. We just talked
He
about
runs
I
this.
feel
12
like-
miles per hour, bro. He needs to drink.
He got to stay hydrated, right?
Whoa. I know we early in the show and all that, but, you know, this is a perfect time for you to subscribe right here to the Venture Clan channel. Also, hit the notification bell so that you know when we drop stuff. Because we're not only dropping podcasts. We got Manga and Subs coming out. You feel me? We got your little rap show. We got, you know, content. Subscribe. It's your moment, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Top of the
Wait
show.
for it.
I talk so highly of you, man.
So, let's start with my buddy. Well, not my buddy. Old man Biden, right? So he told his staff, you know, he doesn't want any more events scheduled after 8 p.m. because he will be sleepy. And that's why he had a poor debate, because they scheduled it after 8 p.m. and a lack of sleep is not good for his age.
That's President Sleepy Joe, huh? Saying he wants to go to bed earlier.
So that's what he feels. He feels he deserves that. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel about that?
Hey, how old is this nigga? Isn't he like 80? Gotta be like.
How do
close
you
to
feel
80.
about it, Dave? This is your topic.
Oh no, I think that's hilarious. Like the president should be able to stay up past 8. Like it's wild to not do that. You know what I'm saying? You got the whole country. You got the button.
What time he got to get up?
They didn't specify, and I don't feel like he made an issue of it. But it's like, yo, you know, it's really great to say, hey, after the debate and after you make a fool of yourself, oh yeah, nah, don't book nothing past 8 p.m. because that's what make me wild out.
Yeah. Do you think it makes like the president look like old and weak, frail?
Of course. I mean, he did a lot of other things to do that, but it just helps, you know, justify those things.
Yeah. I'm not surprised he would say some dumb shit like that because, right?
He say dumb shit like that.
That's what we at. That's where we at right now. America is like, as a whole, like, I don't know. It's a joke right now in the international landscape.
It's not like they just picked a special time for his debate. Like, debate's been happening for forever. Like,
Why
fam.
didn't you take a nap?
Right? Like,
Yeah, you can work around it.
I take a nap before I got to do important shit. No.
Joe, you not sleeping at 8 o'clock is not the reason why you fumbled that bag at the debate, bro.
Dog dog.
And it wasn't even like Donald Trump was killing it. It was just like you were doing so poorly, like it made him look like decent. Like, oh, okay, well, this guy probably got, at least he's awake.
Right?
At
At
we
least
know.
he's awake.
At least he's awake, which is horrible, right? Horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The whole country.
No, that was.
And his laws. Y'all hear about all the stuff he trying to do?
Who, Biden?
Yeah. The new tax rules he trying to put forth.
Now, what are they?
They're going to hug our pockets, to say the least. It's more so about tax and capital gains. So they want everything. Like, oh, you own a house. Your house was worth $500,000, and now it's worth $600,000. Oh, we're going to tax you on that $100,000 that you're not making from not selling your house. And so it's like, oh, yeah, we believe it's worth this much, and now we're taxing you on that. Oh, you got stocks. Your stocks is $5,000. You wait till next year, they $6,000. Oh, yeah, we're going to tax you on that $1,000 that you didn't sell. So you don't have $1,000 to be taxed. We taxing you.
So they taxing niggas on like the alleged growth of your assets.
And they don't care about the
That's kinda
alleged
wild.
depreciation. It's like, oh, you own a car. Your car was worth $50,000 last year. It's worth $40,000. You ain't gonna get no tax value for that. So it's like, oh, you're gonna tax me on what I'm not touching now, at a rate of increase. That's like whatever the fuck you said it at. Because if I don't sell it, that's not realistic. It's like, yo, a nigga never buy my house for $750. It doesn't matter that it's valued at $750. So you telling me I gotta refinance every time I make some money to owe the bank more money so I can give you taxes on some shit I never had.
Boy. Right?
What are they doing with the money?
Whatever.
Same shit they've been doing with
Whatever.
the money.
Whatever the fuck. Give it
Exactly
to
what
Israel.
you know right now. Oh yeah,
Let
he
them
just
niggas
gave them
eat.
$2.3 billion again. Fam, how we broke? What's up?
I don't know, man.
But you need to go to sleep by 8 for debating.
It's a lot going on.
It's the
with
only
this
bad
election.
decision you making is the debate shit. 8 o'clock. Man.
Yeah, that ain't gonna help. Going to bed earlier, it ain't gonna. I hope it does. Actually, I hope it does. I hope it does help you. I hope you get rest. I hope you're cognizant. You feel me, and aware of what's going on around you at the moment it's happening. Like,
Right.
you know, because our options this time around look bleak, to say the least. You know what I mean? So if you don't got a bunker, you might want to start looking into that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, now they building those too. They definitely are the people that know. Apparently, they ain't telling us nothing.
All right, Dave, what else you got, man?
All right, so we got in Detroit, a man files a lawsuit against a luxury hotel claiming they ignored his resume until he switched to a white name. So Dwight Jackson decided to change his name to Jacob Jabrowski and got the interview.
He legally changed his name?
He changed it enough to get the interview and make a claim that, hey, when I was Dwight with the same resume, y'all ain't look at me. As soon as I'm Jacob Jabrowski,
I get a
I
call.
get a call.
That's why you got to give your kids neutral names,
Yeah, they don't know who the fuck on the phone.
right? You know?
Hello?
Yeah. Last White Jackson was Andrew. Like,
Right? They said, what race are you, by the way? Why does that matter? All right. All right. Can you just be quiet for 3 minutes? I just want to hear something in your house. Just be quiet for 3 minutes. I just want to. Okay. We'll call you. We'll call you. Once that beep go off, it's over, bro. Jabrowski.
nice try, nigga.
Yeah, literally.
nigga. Nah, that's fucking America. That's
Right.
funny. Did y'all see the shit about Hulk Hogan?
I literally saw that this morning.
So Hulk Hogan has a beer called True American Beer. So he hired. You can already tell, like, right?
Yeah,
So the
it's about
can
to
is
go
silver, and I think like American flag on the shit. So he hired a content creator to help him like online campaigns. He hired Shorty, and then the day after he hired her, he found out she was black, and fired her.
Oof.
Straight
yeah,
up.
Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Are you surprised?
No, I already knew Hulk Hogan was racist.
Yeah. When I heard about it, I was just like, oh, okay, that's
He's
that's
still-
Hulk.
he's still doing Hulk Hogan
Yeah,
things.
that's Hulkamania for you.
Hulk Hogan says nigga. Hulk Hogan was wilding on his daughter that time when she was dating a black dude.
That's where we at.
Told her
Yeah.
she was dipping in the chocolate.
Yeah.
Dipping in the chocolate.
And Hulkamania. He don't like that.
Hulkamania,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
he don't
funny.
like that.
The chocolate.
So this cocaine and this pythons.
We wrestle the blacks. We don't date them.
All right.
or work with him. Like,
Fuck Mr. T.
yeah, that was wild. Yeah, I mean, that's the backbone of America, man. Good old racism. Like, that's not going anywhere anytime soon, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, they don't want it to.
Why would we?
Dumbass.
It's our whole identity, right?
Terry Bollea, right?
Yeah. That's wild.
That's what we are.
I'm glad Booker T called you a nigga.
Right?
I'm glad Booker T called you a nigga. Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad you lost to The Rock.
Yeah.
I'm glad you lost. Well, to the old Rock. The new Rock, kind of
It's something.
Ambiguous. Right?
ambiguous.
Yeah, we don't really know.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot happened. Did y'all see they released a WrestleMania behind the scenes documentary on YouTube detailing the whole Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, The Rock storyline that was taking place last year into WrestleMania early this year.
Okay. No, I didn't see that.
It was alright. It was alright. Everybody on Twitter, like, they making fun of The Rock because The Rock literally makes everything about him. Like, everything is about The Rock.
It is, though.
So he always paints shit like it was his idea. So
wow.
he's painting like, oh, like, this could be the biggest match ever. But then when the fans was like, nah, this is Cody's goal, da-da-da. So this is the fire part. So they told Cody Rhodes, yo, you're going to win the Rumble, but, like, The Rock is going to fight Roman, even though we had this whole storyline going up for, like, you versus Roman, the rematch. Oh, we're going to segue to you versus Seth Rollins, and you could get, like, Seth Rollins' belt because he injured and he got to go have knee surgery anyway.
Wow.
So, so that nigga won the Rumble. That nigga won the Rumble, got in the ring. He's, like, doing his, like, turnbuckle pose and just points at Roman Reigns, like, in the balconies and shit. But mind you, niggas don't break character. So Roman Reigns is mad confused, but he's not breaking character.
Right.
But that made everybody like, oh, yeah, no, we still want Cody versus Roman. So now in the documentary, like, The Rock is doing his, like, interview. He was like, yeah, and I seen, it's always about what the fans want. And I went to Triple H, and I went to Cody Rhodes, and I went to Roman Reigns, and was like, hey, Cody's got to have this match, okay? We got to give Cody the match.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Bro,
you came
it's
in
just-
there and you wanted The Rock to, do
So much
whatever
shit.
The Rock
Like,
was going to
it
do.
was a scene of him walking in the hallway. It was like a picture of his dad on the wall. He crying and shit, hugging Triple H. Like, thanks. Like, your dad was like the first black, like, tag champions. Like, they're going to have him on the... You know
Definitely.
he's on the wall.
Definitely.
Don't act like it's your first time in this building. Like,
Yeah, he's ambiguous, man, to say the least. Like,
the fucking Rock, bro. Like,
changed, man. You changed. Or did you? This was probably you the whole time.
right?
Right?
I don't know what my algorithm was doing because it definitely brought a clip of Eddie Guerrero across the screen today of him collapsing, and it was just crazy that you said like they was planning on having Seth Rollins fight with like an injured knee. And I'm like, they didn't break character when he just was starting to fall down. In the ring.
When niggas slammed him and was like, do the pin. Yeah, nah.
He went in there. He was already on the floor, and they like confused as to why he just looking around and drops. And the nigga dead tapped his man, jumped in the ring, pinned him, and then they leaving all confused. And now the paramedics come in, and it's like, oh, fam was
Yeah,
dying.
that happens, man.
Nah, that's why he did that. Because it's like, we can't just stop the show. It was like, if we end the match right now, we could get the paramedics out here. If we sit around not knowing what's going on, he probably gonna die.
Oh, so he saved him.
Yeah, like
I
when
thought that was fucked up.
people get injured in wrestling, they usually he couldn't talk because he was having like a heart attack. But normally, like say like we having a wrestling match and I get injured, I would whisper to like whoever I'm in the match with, like, yo, we just gonna go. Whoever's supposed to win is like we still got to keep the storyline if possible, but it's like, yo, we just gonna go for the roll up. Like we got to end the match right now. Fuck it,
Damn.
because we got to get the fuck out of here.
See, that's the cool aspect of watching that and then learning all of the things that go into that. Because watching that shit as a kid was just like, oh shit, like
Yeah, you
damn,
ever
is he
watch
gonna
wrestling
die?
and you be like, why every time they twist these niggas' arm, they start talking? Why you talking to him? Like, what could you possibly be saying to this nigga? Let go. Yeah. They be like, all right, cool, now throw me to the turnbuckle.
Wow, right? That's crazy.
Be mad shit. The ref got a headset. The ref be telling niggas in the ring like, yo,
Wow, yeah, nah.
change the finish.
It makes sense though. It's a lot going on, and you
it's
can see
important.
all the injuries. Like, fuck.
They definitely used to be wild. I
Nah,
don't know if
definitely.
it's still as bad.
Nah, they got a lot of protocols. They actually had a pay-per-view yesterday. Nobody got seriously injured.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Oh, and other news. Yeah, mad shit happened at that pay-per-view yesterday. It was a good pay-per-view, I ain't gonna hold you. But John Cena came out. He announced his retirement after 22 years.
Okay.
He's officially retiring at the end of 2025. So he told everybody, like, yo, Elimination Chamber, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, I'm going to be here. Like, this the last
hoorah. Like.
Yeah. So they did a press conference afterwards. They let him go first, which he was like, yo, y'all shouldn't have let me go first because I'm about to answer as many questions as possible. Fuck time. So he was basically breaking down like, oh, yeah, nah, it's time. And they was like, oh, well, like, why'd you, like, tell niggas now? He was like, oh, yeah, he was like, yeah, because niggas, it's mad shady, too, but I fuck with him. He was like, yo, niggas say they're going to retire, like, 6 weeks before WrestleMania to, like, get a little push or try to get a last title run or some shit. It's like, oh, yeah, nah, like, I'm letting y'all know. So that means in my 22 years, anybody whose life I impacted, if it was a little kid who seen me, if they booed me, if they cheered me, hey, I'm telling you now, pull up. You got one last time to pull up with a nigga, and experience is about to happen right now.
Makes sense.
Damn.
But now I see. It's crazy that you say that because it's like I see why he was leaving. Fam, he was just on the Bear, the Hulu, FX or whatever. And I want to say he had kind of an important role. Like he's one of the family members' cousins. It's a group of brothers, and he's one of the brothers. And it's like, oh, he brought that same personality from that superhero show.
Oh yeah, Peacemaker.
Yeah, and I see like it looked like it's gonna work.
Yeah, no, he do match. He's been part-time in wrestling for mad long. Like, he comes in like maybe 3-4 times a year. He's lost his last 8 matches because they usually just have niggas beat John Cena to gain like bigger notoriety or whatever. So I don't know. He said that too. He's like, yeah, I'm not about to jump the line and get like a title run. I'm at the bottom of the line. Like I lost mad matches. Like
yeah, I'm about to just retire now. Like, yeah.
I'm also like 47. Like
also that I'm going bald at the top of my head.
Yeah.
Hey, he had a great one, man. I can't even front. John Cena is a good.
It's 22 years, man.
Yeah.
Imagine if niggas had 22 years of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Imagine, right? That'd have been epic.
The world would be a better place.
Almost feel that's how impactful he was. Where it was just like it feels like he was around for that long. He really wasn't.
And that's all I had today. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to say that.
Makes sense.
Shout out my nigga John.
Another news, you guys saw Rick Ross finally, not finally, but he kind of addressed what happened in Vancouver when he was attacked by some of those Drake fans. Are you guys aware of that? Did we talk about that last week?
No, that happened.
This happened.
Oh, okay. Well, if you guys weren't aware, Rick Ross was involved in an altercation with some, I guess, Drake fans, OVO fans, while at a show in Vancouver. From the video, you can see Ross. He's being approached by like a couple guys. It's like a short, fat guy, and then like behind him is like a white dude, middle aged, kind of like he's a little bit taller than Ross, but he's behind the short dude. Short dude in the front says something to Ross. Ross says something back. You could tell like they're talking. Whatever Ross said to the dude did kind of like stop like interacting with Ross at that point. But then like the white dude behind him was like, yo, he said something. Now, I'm going to tell you what Ross said he said, but he said something, and it looks like, I can't tell if he threw his drink or if he threw a punch, and it just so happened his drink was in his hand, and he was just doing too much at the time. But to me, it looked like he tried to throw the drink and do a punch or whatever. A fight ensues. Of course, Ross isn't fighting, but he definitely threw a punch. I don't know if it hit or not, but he tried to defend himself, and then at that point, his bodyguards come in. And there's about like 6 or so, I guess, OVO guys versus like 2 security guards, and then the camera kind of pans to just 1 security guard who looks like he gets like thrashed a little bit. But for the most part, Ross didn't really take any serious injury or anything. He wasn't even on the scene at that time when the brawl.
The security guard was asleep, nigga.
Like, the one they had to pick up and yeah. I was talking about like the bigger security guard who was in the main, I guess, altercation. So that takes place or whatever, and Ross addresses it this week, and he was just like, he was talking to the short, fat dude who felt a certain way because Ross played Not Like Us at the end of his show. And he was just like, oh, yeah, nah, that shit don't fly or whatever. And Ross said, like, yo, nigga, if I was to hit you, I'd break everything about you, da-da-da. He was like, the fat dude ain't say nothing. He's quiet. He don't say nothing after that. He was like, the white dude behind him gonna yell at me like, I do MMA.
No way.
Bro. When I say Ross had me crying when he said that, I do MMA. He gonna say, Rose, they tried to punch you. That nigga hit me with a drink. He had to, because that would be way more disrespectful than yelling, I do MMA. And I'm like, nah, you can't really. How can you antagonize this guy? Like, there's nothing you can do.
Because he don't take shit serious.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I don't know. Mixed feelings on the internet. I've seen people say like, "Oh, Ross got bitched." I see people say Ross handled it like as he should. Like, why would he like be fighting people? It's fucking Rick Ross. Like, you pay people for that. So you know, for me, I feel like based off the video I've seen, I feel like Ross handled it as anyone normally would have handled that, being attacked at a show.
Yeah, with paid security.
The person who attacked me, of course I'm gonna defend myself, but I also expect the niggas I have on payroll to tussle to do that. Yeah, take care of that.
And also, from what I heard from the stories, the person who actually, I guess, threw the drink or punch, whatever, was some sort of Hell's Angel.
He's in a biker gang.
Yeah.
Yo.
His life was on the line. You never know.
Let's ride out, boys.
Right? We do MMA bikes.
So how do y'all feel about that when they also had this thing going on online where essentially, I guess some white podcasts from Canada is like, Drake, they're saying you're not like them because you're like us. And then they start doing the song like, he is like us. Like
the Canadians?
He's white like us. And then Drake comes behind that and like, Happy Canada Day. And then Kendrick steps on his neck.
All right, can we finish talking about the Rick Ross thing?
Wait, was that a thing? What was that? That was a video? What was that?
It was a line of things. Sorry, it just started happening in my head.
Yeah. So the Rick Ross thing that we was talking about, that the audience probably wants us to delve into
a little bit more.
Yeah, he definitely shouldn't be fighting, but it's also like, yo, that's not your song.
To play that, right?
Yeah, so like you playing the song is like, oh, you're trying to like overly involve yourself in like,
a little bit.
Also, I feel like the way he was in the crowd is like you kind of got to know what shows you at.
Yeah.
Because if it's like a stage or like a backstage, you could get at you walking through the crowd. It's not the time to antagonize niggas and walk through the crowd. Because now it's like, oh, you riling niggas up, and if I'm security, I'm tight, because it's like, bro,
now we fighting when we didn't have to.
It's not like we just did a regular set and somebody's wilding out and we
definitely
beat their ass, and it's like, all right, that was an unknown, but that's why we here. But you getting niggas hype and then telling niggas, now I'll break you, and now niggas love to tell you they do MMA, like, and it's like, now I gotta fight Chuck Liddell because you like fucking Kendrick, like, I gotta fight a nigga named the Iceman.
He got named attacks like armbar and shit like that. You feel me? Nigga got named moves like
Kimura lock. Man, nigga Kimura lock you in a street fight.
You feel me? Like, oh, it's over, bro. It's over.
Spinning axe kick. It's like, boy.
Rear neck choke or some shit like that. It's over,
you
bro.
can't
You're
tap.
dead.
You can't tap. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let you up after you tap.
Yeah, no ref. It's no octagon here.
You feel me? UFC niggas do not care about you tapping if it ain't no ref.
Oh, now I'm about to break this.
Yo, yeah. MMA guys, yeah, that's a funny thing too, because you never really know who does that shit. Like, anybody could just
be an MMA guy.
Yeah, I do.
You
MMA.
gotta watch for the ear.
You definitely do. Get that cauliflower ear, and you gotta be a.
That's one of my 3 fight questions. Like pre-fight, is like, yo, you got your affairs in order, and I gauge that response. And I'd be like, nah, if a nigga look too ready, yo, you do MMA. Bet.
And Michael Jaway, he said MMA is like mad different types of
martial arts. It's mixed martial arts.
It's mixed martial arts. Niggas be
judo chopped you fell. Now I'm just doing
jiu-jitsu.
Niggas
you never know.
Niggas is taikewondo masters. Niggas is Olympic wrestlers simultaneously. Niggas also happen to be Kimbo Slice.
Wei Chung. You got the Wei Chung.
Fuck I'm supposed to do.
Hey, man.
You find an MMA nigga in the street. It's a nigga in the background yelling, full guard. I'm trying to full guard, nigga. Nigga beating my ass.
Help.
No, break the hold. Get the police.
Yo.
Please.
No crime is being committed.
Yeah, so It's rough. It's rough. You gotta be careful. Definitely agree with you on knowing your show. You gotta know your show, know your audience. I remember Jadakiss. I don't remember what platform it was, but Jadakiss was telling a story.
About he was in Philly.
Yeah.
You gotta know.
You gotta know. He was in Philly doing this show. It was during the time where the Rock and the Locks are kind of going back and forth, state property and shit. And he said doing a show in Philly, he said he was killing it. Everybody was vibing. He get to the end of the show and was just like on some, yo, fuck Beans and them, da da da.
Nigga tried to throw in the Beanie Siegel diss track. They do everything at this nigga.
Everything. Chairs, whatever.
Philly cheesesteaks, Philly blunts.
Whatever. You feel me? So it's just like, yo, you got to know your show. I feel like Ross, he wanted to, that was a statement he was trying to make. Like, oh, yeah, like, you
your
feel me?
town.
I'm in white boy city and I'm playing They Not Like Us because, he's a white boy and shit. Well,
They say you're right.
some of them niggas ride out.
You know?
They got to be more careful than that, man.
Yeah, it's like, bro, play your diss. Like, I don't know. Like,
Right?
Go home. Safely.
don't leave through the crowd.
That.
I feel like
that
if I
too.
got a certain amount of money and jewels on and shit, I'm not walking through a crowded anything.
No.
This is bad business.
I'm gonna just let one off so everybody run away so I could get through peacefully. Like, nah, it's too many niggas on me.
Just bad business. People want
Meet
to.
and greet.
It sells the image, like, oh yeah, I can have all this shit on, and I'm untouchable and this and that.
got
Like, oh, I
paid
could go
security.
to Vancouver and I'm in Canada and I'm doing all of this. I'm doing whatever I want. Fuck this nigga. And it's just like, yo, somebody's gonna say something, bro. You throwing that energy out there, you're gonna get that energy back.
Right. I mean, he ended it well. It's like you can't fight a nigga. Like,
Yeah.
you just gotta go home and like crack some jokes because like ain't nobody gonna care in like 4 days.
Honestly, yeah. Celebrities, man,
Tragic.
he'd have been tight. Somebody, he was very exposed. I'll say that you were very exposed in that scene. That could have went left crazy. What else? Oh, speaking of celebrities and shit, and this topic, I saw that allegedly, Lil Durk's 10-year-old son allegedly shot his stepdad for like hitting his mom and shit like that. How would you guys feel about like your son if you were ever in a situation where something like that were to occur? How would you feel about that?
Oh, yeah, I'm extra tight.
You're not with that parent anymore.
Yeah, not clearly, but I'm extra tight because now my son got to deal with whatever come from
The consequences of
like, come on, what
shooting
is this?
someone.
Yeah, you about to go through some real shit because you out here wilding. What the fuck going on in the house? This is what you like?
Well, who are you talking to? Are you talking to
Talking
the mom?
to the mom,
You
yeah.
talking to
What
the
the
mom?
fuck going on?
Okay.
You got my son in this situation?
It's her fault a nigga just got up and was like, bitch.
Yeah, right. You know what I feel like doing? Hauling off. It's the only time you hear niggas say haul off. Like, it's only one occasion where a nigga is hauling off. It's usually
it's like,
whooping
you know,
ass. Like, you just hauled off and whooped my ass.
I want to say I'm proud of my son. Because it's like, oh, yeah. But, like, you 10. That's crazy to be
You're
doing
10.
at 10.
That's a
Like,
lot. Now
that's a decision.
if the
like,
person dies, it's like, all right, now how does this affect
is
my
this-
10-year-old son mentally and shit? I feel you
is
with
he
like,
relating it to Call of Duty? Is it all real life to him?
I wouldn't put blame on the mom, but I would say there needs to be accountability.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
if this guy was, they had. I would hope to believe there were some red flags that were shown that probably would have told you, hey, this guy's probably not safe to bring around. The house.
You said he said his stepdad?
No, he shot.
Yeah, he shot his but it was like, oh, everybody viewed this as his stepdad. It's not like, oh, mom's boyfriend. Like, oh, y'all in a relationship.
The headline described the man as stepdad.
Yeah, see,
so.
like y'all was around. Y'all was mingling for a little while. Like, yeah, I'm tight.
Could have
I'm
been something
definitely
building
tight.
up. Could have. You feel me?
He been wanting a dat cut for mad long. Like, and today was that day.
Yeah, I mean,
I
unfortunately.
don't even think I'd be mad at my son. I'd be like, yo,
can't.
man, now
Nah,
you
you
did your
can't be
thing.
mad at
You
him.
can't.
My only question would be is like, how'd you know where the gun was?
Yeah. Or,
Dad,
yeah. Are we
how
shooting?
was the gun
But also,
secured?
I'm Lil Durk. I'd probably get this nigga a gun for his birthday.
Now
And that was the other part.
yeah,
That's
that's
like,
something you have to take into consideration. Or if I'm, known for, not necessarily known, but I'm known for having guns and shit. Like, of course I'm gonna make sure my little mans know how to operate a gun, or at least if he finds a gun or my gun in the house, he's not taking it and shooting himself or shooting someone else in it. You see this? Never touch this, but if you have to, this is how you operate it. Never point it like this, ground rules and shit, and make sure that happens. Clearly he did that because
Yeah, fam, 10. It was
allegedly
like,
he shot this
oh,
man
I
and
ain't about to
defended
get
his
him
mom and
off of
shit.
mom, but I know how I'm gonna get him over mom.
And you gotta shoot him because it's like if you just pull the gun out and you don't use it, then it's gonna be like, oh, I'm about to beat the fuck out of everybody.
What? OD.
Your son tried to kill me.
Yeah, facts.
Oh,
facts.
man.
That go wild. He probably take the gun and shoot. Yeah, like on some real shit. Like, oh, nah, y'all just upped it. This little kid just upped the danger threat. So now I'm about to take y'all out.
You heard what Shank said.
Yeah.
It's wild. That's some crazy ass shit.
That's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to digest. Like for the kid,
hot.
you know, if this really did happen, I'm saying allegedly now, but if this really did happen, you know, you gotta like I said, whatever the situation was where the kid felt like he was that desperate, where nah, fuck it, I gotta go get this and handle this myself. Like,
man, little therapy, little PS5, clear that right on up.
Clear that right on up. You feel me? Your dad probably been through some similar shit.
Ice cream for dinner.
Yeah. Yeah. You're a hero, honestly. Like, I mean, I don't really see this going to court or anything. And if it does, it's like, okay, like what? I don't. It's hard to see.
Definitely probably a CPS case.
Yeah, well, definitely. It's a gun in the house and shit like
You
that.
need to come stay with me.
Yeah. Domestic violence going on in front of the kid, all kind of stuff. Like, hopefully, little Dirk will be able to intervene with that. He has like the means and shit.
Hopefully, little Dirk is all right.
Yeah.
Oh, he fine.
Yeah, well,
Shit.
yeah.
He said, I know what to do.
Yeah. I mean, I guess in that situation, you would rather have a son who's prepared to do some shit like that than someone who's gonna watch you guys get hurt or be hurt also.
Stop beating on women, man.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Like,
leave something for the dykes.
Scaring.
What? You were just agreeing with him too. Like you all in it now.
Domestic violence between
women
lesbians
is
are
way higher than domestic violence between men and women.
Is up and stuck. I mean,
Shout out to the DWDVC.
Yeah. It's a whole organization dedicated to that.
Can you break down that acronym?
The dykes with domestic violence cases.
Yeah.
The DWDVC.
Yeah.
They're not bad people.
You put me on. I didn't know.
They're not bad people.
Yeah.
Nah, not at all.
They just.
But I would, is this like the black on black crime thing where it's like, oh, the lesbians are getting pointed out? It's like the gay men doing the same thing? Like, are the statistics equal?
I don't know. I didn't hear about the Gay Men Association for Defense.
Yeah.
I know the Dykes got one. The Dykes got one. It's operational. They hang up flyers.
It's like, it's a woman fighting another woman. And in their head, they probably like, yo, if we were sisters, nobody would care.
The only thing I say to that is now, right, in a relationship, women tend to think they're not as annoying as they are. Oh, two women in a relationship. You're annoying as fuck. You're fighting. You're coming to fisticuffs.
I'm glad you said that, right? I'm so glad you said that, right? Because, ladies, if you stop dating men because you think there's something wrong with men because they find you annoying, and you date women and you so annoying she want to hit you,
says a lot. It speaks volumes. I think it speaks volumes. So it's just like, yo, mirror, right?
The only part I don't like is they only showcase the lesbian couples, and the one that usually be putting their hands on them is the one that thinks and operates like a guy. Like, I need two regular Latina lesbians to fight more publicly because I know you're out here doing that shit.
Definitely.
But definitely. Yeah.
Keep it real.
I guess it gets intense. I'm sure.
I don't like it.
Because now it's like a fair fight.
Yeah,
like,
and that's my point. It's like maybe...
Yeah. Unless one's more like more dyke than the other. It's like
one got more sports bras. We know how this
I
about
listened
to
more Manny Fresh than you did, so it's just like it's in my fist now.
Or she like, I got the strap.
Pop, like.
No, I got the strap.
Niggas, bitches, dyke ass hoes.
Get ready to catch these hands.
Nah.
Oh, yo. All right, I got some crazy shit.
What's up?
So, it's not a patient thing or whatever, but my wife, she do her thing in the hospital and whatnot. So she like, it's protocol to, go to people and be like, hey, we got to make sure you're not pregnant before we do certain things. So she's like, one time a person gets highly offended. Like, I'm telling you I'm not. Like, I don't need that shit. Okay. Just real stern about it. And she's like, okay, but like, it's my job because I got to make sure, because you might need medication, whatever the situation is. Like, I just got to check. Like, I really have to check. I got to give you all the education so
Makes
you know
sense.
why I got to check. Like, unless you got something where it's removed, there's no way possible you can even get pregnant. Like, I got to check. She's like, I'm telling you I'm not. Like, she omits it. Later on, she like, they get word come back somehow. Shorty, man, uses something called extension. So he never in there to ever actually do anything.
What?
Yeah, I wanted to see the confusion on you guys' faces.
Extension?
When I said that. Yeah, yo, news to me.
What is it?
So I'm like, yo, what is it? She's like, yo, it's some. She had to look it up herself, I guess. She's like, it's some shit you clip onto your nuts to hold this piece that you like use. It's like a strap for a man.
To like,
And it goes like over your penis? Like,
It sounds like it does. So you never actually in vagina. Like, you just.
is it giving? Is
It's
it
like,
supposed
what's
to
that-
give you
what's
like
that- what's that arm
more
thing?
penis? Like, or is
one,
it just
pause. Don't shake your hand at me like that. Ask what's the arm thing. That was crazy.
Because I'm like, it's
did it
probably
again,
doing two
too.
things. But I was like, yo, I'm fucked up right now. I don't know what's happening. Like, what?
Safe sex. Same thing.
right? I guess, right?
That's super safe.
I would assume that you put that shit on, like, you
I'm
know
like-
how when you was a kid, you get the roller skates, you can put your shoe on. Like, I would assume it's some shit like that. You just kind of like clip it on.
You heard you said it clipped
Yo.
onto your nuts, and I'm like, clipped? That's why. Why would you? I'm like, oh, he fucked up.
And wait, how'd y'all find that out?
She said that the word came back. That's why Shorty was so offended.
Oh, that
Oh,
ain't
that's
pregnant
because she
'cause-
knew she wasn't pregnant because her
Yeah, 'cause
man
that's the
uses
way it goes.
She ain't getting no
She's
dick.
yeah, she getting something. She getting the shit that the lesbians get.
like, she getting the switch, like. Hard to switch, like.
Nah.
I was fucked up. I was like, yo, I didn't even know they doing that. But how he feel? Like,
Nah, what the fuck?
Just having to do that. Like, yo, you
Okay.
know you not getting no pussy.
Like, nah, I get pleasure from you receiving pleasure.
Right? Nigga, nah.
So what are you, a chef?
Just like extension, like, nah, let me go get the extendo real quick. I'm about to wire your shit up.
Yo. I was like, I didn't know they doing that out here. That's fucked up.
Hit
Like,
the bitch with the stick, like,
You feel me?
yo.
You ever put a plastic spoon in something too hot? Shit start melting. You gotta check the temp of that thing. I don't know. Bitch told me she was burning. Bitch told me she was burning.
Nah.
Ay, ay, ay.
You right? I just want to be close to it, like. You feel me? Like, nah, that's crazy. Like,
yeah, yo.
they really got anything for everything. Like,
Yo, what?
Yeah.
Help. I guess that's how you help
Said,
them out.
bro, I'm telling you, I was right there. Yo. I was right there.
Third
yo.
base, man.
bro, you were so close. Like,
I said, bro, I had her screaming like, oh! Oh! I said, man, I was across the room, man.
yo, nah. That's, I don't even know how to follow that up. That's interesting.
I'm telling you, that was
Tied
wild.
that shit to
Yo.
my foot, that little kick move. I was texting the whole
Damn.
time.
I feel
Yo.
bad if you have to, like,
I'm saying,
resort to
fam
some
had to
shit
do
like
that.
that. What
Like,
is that?
your
I
whole
don't
relationship.
know what the purpose of that is. Like, it's just like, do you not have enough, or like?
Yeah, that was the point. So that was the point. Like, it's like, oh nah, just don't. But all the time.
He said, I'm out here complaining. Like, I'm really out here complaining. Like, it's really people out there going through it. Like, in their own battles, in their own world. Like, yo, shout out to Trey, man.
Yeah,
You
what?
feel me?
Yeah, but that's crazy.
I don't know, man. If you got a small dick, man, go get a soon to be trans homie.
Yeah.
We cut his shit off. We cut his shit off. Go get. You ever in a fast food restaurant in high school with your mans and he ain't finished his fries?
Stop.
Put his fries in your fry container, man. Now you got more
Niggas
fries.
say you got a large. Took 2 mediums to make
You feel me?
a
So now when the bitches walk by, they be like, "Oh, look at that nigga with all them
me get a
fries."
fry.
You feel me?
Oh, you want a dick plastic?
You used to have a small fry. Now you got your fries in the red container. Like you went from white container to red container.
Nah.
Don't even trip.
Nigga said Starbucks giving out the same
bro.
drink, small, medium, or large. Just the
Straight.
same amount of juice.
It's a little bit of ice.
Straight.
That ice make the difference.
Yo, nah, son. What a world, yo. Yo, what a world.
Everybody's living their own reality, man.
Yeah, he doing that shit. Them,
Yeah, that's wild, man.
Damn,
it's like
homie.
Frankenstein, I would assume.
No, niggas used to have the rubber swim caps. Y'all, what we doing? Stream lemon. I don't care if your grandma's missing and it's hot outside. Stream lemon, all right? When we give you lemon, stream it. Dave, do the episode thingy.
So Amazon replaced 100,000 humans with 750,000 robots.
Is that cheaper? It doesn't sound cheaper. Like,
Now I
must be
was like,
cheaper in the
yo,
long
is
run.
it efficiency or what?
That's kind of interesting,
They're gonna be mad when the robots call out.
right?
Yo, what?
750, though?
1,000.
To replace 100,000?
Yeah, that's 7.5 robots for one person.
Damn.
Is my shit gonna not get stolen now?
I hope so, right? It's-
Something better happen.
Because
Yeah.
y'all had the drone shit, and I ain't seen nothing fly my shit to my house yet.
Yo,
Not
what?
one bit.
Nobody hit me up like, yo, we about to pull up to the window. You ready?
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about RoboCop showing up with my shit, though.
He said, I got you.
Verification. Nigga. I just showed you. Verification. He's got a gun.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
Were you police bot?
He said,
Shut up, nigger bot. Like,
He said, I'm upgrading. just updated my firmware, nigga.
Yo.
all that because you wanted a satin do-rag.
Yeah, like, yeah, I don't know,
Your
Amazon.
life on the line.
I don't know. I just feel like the number is just too too drastic. Like
Yeah,
that's a
clearly
lot.
we
How
didn't
could
do
that
something.
possibly is it if it's cost effective? How?
Yeah, tell me.
How?
Because I'm like, robot, how much a robot cost? The robot that y'all got, how much that cost?
He said, yo, this costs 3 years worth of salaries for 100,000 niggas.
But they'll last forever. Like they'll just be roboting for like the next 20 years.
You know what? I can't even keep an AC for 5 years. Like,
Now, Amazon really on this bully. Profits. That's all we want.
he said, but it just mean you ain't giving the money to no people.
If I do that, that's lame.
He said
Say
these
you do
robots
that
ain't
with
gonna
your
spend shit.
billions,
Right.
Like, I get it, man. It's not the country for niggas to be just like doing nice shit for people off the arm. Like,
And my thing is,
fuck
what counts
kindness.
as a robot? Like, is all robots the same? Like, is it 7 humanoid robots, like Tesla bots? Or is it like, oh, just a conveyor belt?
yeah, I seen
And
a
that's
clip
a
of like
robot.
one of their factories. It looked like it's just like automation robots. Like, do they move shit to one place and shit like that? Put shit in the box. They'll work constantly. You won't ever have to give these niggas breaks and shit. I mean, I know from a
got
straight
gears, you got
corporate
oil.
standpoint, it clearly must have been something about it, cost effective.
I don't know. Because I'm sitting here like, yo, look at all the shit you got to do to your car to just keep it running. And you telling me this robot is less maintenance than
Think about all
people-
the shit you got to do to
The
keep a
robot
motherfucker
only
happy.
gotta do like 3 tasks total. Like, nigga, your car got a Bluetooth. Your shit got a switch. It gotta get gas. It got 2 computers in that bitch. It's, nigga, they need to simplify cars. I ain't gonna front end to go back to some Flintstone shit with AC. Like,
Yeah.
they just be throwing shit in the car.
Nah, yeah, they've been wild with the cars. The cars is all over the place. I don't know what the plan is.
Sidebar, nothing to do with what we talking about, but I saw a interesting update. So before, you guys recall that story where the substitute teacher, I forgot what city he was in, but he was
Braiding the hair.
Yeah, braiding. He had the kids braiding his hair in class, and he was later fired because of it. So an update on that story is that guy, the Maryland teacher, so it was in Maryland, who went viral for having his students do his hair. He went through the appeal process and stuff, and he was cleared of any wrongdoing and will return to work.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
They paying him for all that time he was out of work?
I ain't saying nothing about all that, but
So they got,
he's going back to work. Shout out to him for, black dude getting his job back.
yeah. Does he want to go back to work? Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I seen the video of him. He was like, yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you're a teacher, like you form bonds with these students, like, a
Plus,
good
I
teacher
feel like
does.
every single good teacher has done something that's kind of like, you should not be doing this as a
kind of
teacher,
crossing
like.
the line a little bit
Yeah.
in some aspect. Yeah.
But it ain't crossing a moral line. It's just like, oh yeah.
See, but that was
think-
where it was ambiguous. It was kind of up in the air. Was that a moral thing? I wouldn't necessarily say so. I didn't feel like it was. I didn't feel like any type of harmful or any kind of like negative
Right.
intent from him. I felt like that was him probably being a little bit too friendly with his students probably, but. And I could also understand that from being an educator in some aspect with kids. They want to do shit like that. Like, oh, if you work out, they want to hold on to your arms and like, oh, lift me up or some shit like that.
I feel like it's the fact that it was
happens.
like a group of kids doing it. Like if it was
Also
one kid
true.
doing the hair, all right, maybe you could be offended.
And
like,
he's
hey,
recording it. It's not like it's something I found out like through word of mouth, and we had to do like a small investigation for it. I'm not necessarily saying I don't have a kid, so I can't really be like, yo, this was out of line. This was wrong. I know how I felt. Like, oh, I didn't really see like too much, where he should have got fired. I didn't think he should have got fired. I think he definitely should have been like, yo, you probably shouldn't let the kids play with your hair. So it's just not
what are you doing?
professional. It's just not professional.
I mean, I can see why they fired him at first because it's like, yo, this is
I
too
feel like it was
questionable
more,
to just leave
but
it
that's
alone.
social media. Social media has an impact on your reality in some aspects. Where it's like, oh, if you get a big enough group of people saying like, yo, this is wrong, now it's pressure on whatever institution that's there. Like, oh, we don't want to look crazy. Now we gotta let you go.
Plus, people pick and choose when shit is weird. Cause
Yeah,
if your daughter was like combing her female teacher's hair, niggas wouldn't be saying nothing.
nope, not at all, not at all. I wonder if it would have been different if he was braiding one of their hair. Would it have been the same? Would have been the same energy if he was like
Probably
braiding
would.
his hair?
It would have had to be the story.
and then-
It had to been like, oh, it's picture day. Shorty's hair fucked up or something. And he did that. Then they'd be like, oh, see, like, yo.
This is why we need more black men in the schools and
Yeah,
stuff.
and that's why I was gonna say. I think it's also the fact that his hair was being braided. It's like, oh yeah, this is only a particular.
I mean, it was
type
breaking. They was taking the shit out, but still.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like, it revolves around the braid or whatever. So
Just
it's like,
hair
yeah,
in
it's a black
general.
teacher. Like, do you think if they were doing them, I don't know what they call them, washing sets?
Yeah.
Is that what they get?
See, I could see that because I know in some instances people that like go to women to get their hair done, there's a little bit of sexual undertone under that. I could see people either projecting that or it'd be like, oh, that's grown. You're not supposed to be playing in people's hair, because of your past experience in doing people's
Just
hair
don't
or
put
whatever.
your trauma out there.
You know what I mean? So I could see why some people might have saw that instance and related it to something they may have been through. With like, oh, I used to fuck with this one guy, or I used to fuck with this one shorty. She did my hair, and then we fucked around or whatever.
And that's why I
It
said
happens.
like the fact that the group component of it should have diffused that because it's like, yo, it's not one person.
Nah,
doing
niggas can
this
predator a group.
Oh, definitely.
Oh wow.
Oh, definitely. So
You can predator a group.
definitely. But in this particular case, I don't think it was a predator thing. I didn't get predator, and clearly the courts or whatever appealing system he went through didn't see that either because
Yeah.
Yeah, they
got
went
found
through
on
his
no wrongdoing.
his evaluations, like, cause you do yearly teacher evaluations and shit like that. So they use that as like a reference point. Like, yeah, like, oh, the principals have been in his class before examining the class, so it's like, oh, nothing.
Inappropriate.
Yeah, they didn't see nothing that was
danger-related.
like problematic behavior, or it could just been like, oh, like the principals know he got this kind of interaction with the kid, and we got to look into that. Now it's not, oh yeah, well, we not about to fire the principal and make this a whole giant thing, like, because the niggas think, boss. Everybody's not a sexual predator, bro.
Yeah, I get it, but yeah, not everybody's
not a sexual predator.
Yeah, it's not like that, and it's unfortunate that that's the first thing we jump to, but
Yeah,
that's
Better
not the
safe
case.
than sorry.
the
Damn.
sexual predators are probably in your family, like
There's a big chance of that.
like
honestly.
if you marry your wife's friend that's always calling your son her little boyfriend, you should probably watch out for her.
Grooming.
The guy that be like, whether it's you or your wife's friend, he be like looking at you double. Now she's gonna be a problem when she get older, nigga. You about to have a problem today. What are you talking about?
Yeah. What the fuck?
You got to look
Fuck
out for
you
these
just said.
signs, and then be aware and open minded when things like this are wrong or the court of public opinion wasn't necessarily in the right. So it's like, because you got to think, like, this guy got fired. Now, like, my name and face is associated with this inappropriate act with kids. Like, you feel me? You don't even have to go into detail. Once somebody hear kids and you involved, it's just bad. It's just all bad.
You only got 30 days to be, you know what I'm saying, before you got to figure your whole life out. So it's like, No job, bills ain't get paid, man.
Oh yeah, that shit don't stop.
Nah, they probably had him on paid leave because they was doing an investigation.
Oh,
Yeah, that makes
but
sense.
if we
And super segue, did you guys see Terrence Howard on Joe Rogan again?
Nah,
I didn't even hear
I
about
didn't even
that.
finish the first one.
Oh, so he went back on Joe Rogan, and there was this other guy. He's like, oh, I don't want to say he's a scientist. He's something in mathematics. He's a high-ranking nigga in the field of mathematics.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, Joe was there to see what this guy thought about the shit Terrence Howard was saying.
Okay.
And the guy was basically just like, yo, look, like, there's no malice in what I'm saying. Like, I fuck with you. Like, he kind of don't know what he talking about. Like, so
That's what happened.
yeah. So he was just
wow.
like, oh, so Terrence Howard said something. So every time Terrence Howard's like trying to explain something, so Joe Rogan would be like, all right, well, what's the issue? Because the guy be like, that's wrong. So he'd be like, all right, so like, what's the issue with him saying that? So basically, the whole time he keeps talking about shit being super symmetrical and supersymmetry and shit. So the dude is like, yo, do you even know what supersymmetry means? Like, supersymmetry is a word that was created to only refer to this thing. You can't refer to anything else as supersymmetrical. Like, this is supersymmetrical. So Terrence Howard was like, oh, well, basically he's trying to explain the shit. And the guy is like, all right, cool. Joe, you work with UFC. You know mixed martial arts, right? All right. If a guy's in the house and I don't know, if a guy is having sex with his wife and it gets physical, you wouldn't call it a rear naked choke because a rear naked choke is a specific thing.
That's wild.
Even if technically you get them like, oh, I'm choking her from behind and we're naked. Oh, that's still not a rear naked choke. That's a specific thing. You can't take a word that's assigned to a specific thing and just try to use it on something else. That's not how that works.
Fair point.
Terrence Howard was like, oh, well, even with the... So now they get into the 1 + 1 shit equal, what the fuck, 1? That's what he was saying?
Yeah, something like that.
Where he was like, oh, well, no number, it insists on itself, some shit. So the guy, like, I forgot exactly what he was saying, but the guy was basically breaking it down. It's like, oh, Terrence, you don't know what you're talking about. So then they get into Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
So the dude was like, all right, well, like, here's the problem with, like, Neil, like, and I fuck with Neil. And Terrence was like, nah, I fuck with Neil, He was like, yeah, like, here's the problem with Neil. It's like, oh, science is, like, creating hypotheses, experimenting, things like this. Oh, Terrence is operating within the field of science. Like, he's doing shit. Oh, he's just not understanding the mathematics of it. Like, you can't recreate mathematics, nigga. Like, because he was like, yo, you're trying to use this thing right here to justify this thing. But if you're not going to allow this thing, why are you allowing all these other things that follow the same rule and concept? So it was basically mad at that. So he was like, yo.
That's what I was going to ask. Who brought the math guy up there? Terrence or Joe?
No, I think Joe brought the math guy up there. Because it was like Terrence went the first time and was explaining all his shit. And I guess...
Joe didn't rebut.
No, I guess Neil deGrasse Tyson...
Because I did see that.
Boom. So now it's this guy. But Joe Rogan's like, well, I'm not an expert. Oh, let's bring a guy up here who's saying that Terrence don't know what he's talking about. It's like, all right, cool. Terrence, state your... So that's what he was like, yo, like, well, how's that shit wrong? And I got all these patents. And the dude was like, see, like, yo, like, you having patents does not mean what you think it means to everything and everybody else in this regard. Like, you having those patents doesn't mean this other shit. But I'm not trying to sound like a dick. Like, I fuck with you. Like, I'm not really here to antagonize you or whatever.
Here to, downplay you. I'm just saying, oh, this is incorrect.
And he was basically just saying, like, oh, with Neil, it's like, in science... Oh, science is an open field. Technically, anybody's a scientist. But it's like, yeah, we got these set of rules and shit as a foundation you have to build off of. So, like, Neil shouldn't just be like, nah, this nigga don't know what he's talking about. It's like, nah, you should experiment and things like that. It's just like, yeah, you can't change mathematics to try to do these things. Like, oh, there's mad rules and all of this shit right here going on. But that was pretty good.
Interesting.
That sounds dope.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear it.
You know?
Shout out to my son Terrence, man. He went up there to defend his thoughts and theories. Like,
And it
I
sounded like
respect
it
it.
was
I ain't see the whole shit. Yeah.
It sounded like it wasn't like, man, fuck you.
Yeah, it
Like,
wasn't
who
like,
you
I
telling
get
me?
this science nigga out of
Yeah,
here.
like,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
out.
sounds like someone who was just like, hey, yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but that's not
that's
the case.
not it,
Like,
dog.
You can't,
That's not it at all.
You can't ignore
No,
some
bullshit.
rules of mathematics and then apply it to other shit, to make your theory work. It just doesn't. It doesn't work like that.
That was cool.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, great interview. Y'all check that out. Last but not least, I was right. Y'all want to tell me I was right?
For what?
When I told y'all last week the Not Like Us video was going to drop on July 4th.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Oh,
you
yeah,
did
no,
say
you
that.
definitely did. Definitely did. You
And
called
it.
it.
Did happen.
I was right.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the video?
Sure
I said,
did.
What? Of course, 2 times.
Thoughts?
Amazing.
I liked it. I thought,
I love the jabs.
yeah.
I love the Whitney dancing. I love directed by Dave Free.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was a good video. It was like it's a Kendrick video. I feel like his is always like artistic yet, digestible. So if you're not like looking into it too deep, you'll still enjoy it. But if you are, you find a lot of like little Easter egg shit. I liked it.
I love the LA part because it was like, oh, yo, you're not even home. Like, you're in Brooklyn. I'm all over LA.
They got the whole fucking earth out there.
Yeah.
Nah, that was a good video. I fucked with it.
And that clown dude is familiar.
You know Tommy the
Showing-
Clown?
Yeah, Tommy the Clown. Yeah. I feel like I grew up watching these niggas like travel and shit.
Yeah, on
Dance.
Rise. Like,
Yeah.
even like the little kid from that video, he was like light skinned. He was like, he was in the video.
bodying that too.
Fucking Brandon T. Jackson was in the video, but I heard he was like pushing niggas to get into the front for the camera pan.
Yeah. I don't. It was a lot of people there.
DeRozan,
Yeah.
YG,
Yeah.
Reza Islam. That was.
Oh, word?
yeah,
I ain't
Reza
see
was
that
in the
one.
big ass crowd. He's like, yo, I'm here too. Like,
Damn.
Yeah.
Like a Where's Waldo of people, bro.
yeah, and man, Drake, you don't say something, bro.
What can you
should not say
say?
nothing.
No,
What
no.
can
At
you
this
say?
point, we just
I
need
like
to know
that,
what the hell
nothing to
felt
say.
like.
I like the owl puppet with the
Yeah.
no OV holes were harmed during
Yeah.
the making of this.
That
So I
was
fucked
fun.
with
That was fun.
I like that snippet in the beginning. That shit was fire. I ain't gonna hold
Yo,
you.
mind you, I'm
I
like,
heard he did that before.
What was that? I'm like,
Yeah,
I
he
don't
said-
remember hearing this song. What
Nah,
song was
that's
this?
that's new.
Yeah, but they said he did that 9
Yes,
years ago.
he had to. Yeah, he started a video. It was him, J Rock, Absol, and I think Schoolboy Q. They was in a car and like he rapping and shit. The camera pans out. The car is on top of cinder blocks, it's not moving nowhere or whatever. Nigga never put that song out. He can't do that again. Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
nah,
something
they-
similar to what he just did right
Yeah,
now.
he
like
literally
he
just
starts
did
his
this.
videos with like snippets of a different song.
Oh, okay.
But it's like,
Yeah, everybody
because it's
wants the
this
song.
video and everybody's seen it. That shit had like over 6 million views in like
An hour.
5-6 hours. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like, nigga, you have to put that song out because now everybody wants that song.
Actually, that was I saw it had 24 million views,
Yeah,
and it was like
like a
one
day?
day ago.
Yeah,
So like
24
that,
hours.
how do they do the measurements or the metrics and certain shit? Like the whole Shannon Sharp having the podcast at the beginning of the year that like did 11 million in a day. Like, did he break that record, or was it just like some music record that was broken?
Oh, it depends. They probably have they probably have overlapping records, but they also have individual shit. So it could be like, oh, most podcast views in a day, most music video views in a day. But then you could also have, oh, the most watched YouTube video in 24 hours or some shit like that.
Okay.
But it's like mad shit on YouTube. So the
Yeah.
most watched video in 24 hours might be Mr. Beast giving out $5,000.
Yeah, and then 3 days later, it's something like the Kendrick Lamar video.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's up in the air.
But nah, lit ass
it's very
video.
successful. Very successful.
Y'all think he bought streams?
Why does he have to?
I'm not gonna- everybody was waiting for that
wanted-
video.
Everybody
I
wanted to
was
see
at
the
a
video.
barbecue. I went on Twitter. I seen the video came out. I put my headphones in. I was literally just standing there like this in the middle of a field. Niggas talking to me. I'm just like,
Yep. I think I was scrolling and seeing, Kendrick Lamar's video has a million or something views in the first however many minutes or hour it was. And I was like, oh shit, stopped whatever the fuck I was doing, went to YouTube and watched it. And I was just like, I was impressed.
and my
Look
son
at
was
the
getting,
video.
he was getting crazy. I see the video breaking down like the Easter eggs.
Nah, I didn't.
So the scene he's doing the push-ups on the cinder blocks is because Drake was making fun of him in the Drop It Give Me 50 shit.
Okay, I can see that. He had a
I
gel
saw
aesthetic
that
in there.
Drake. He
Yeah,
gave you
if
50.
you peep, it was like a picture on the floor in the back facing the opposite direction because Drake had a line that was like, oh, I know my picture's on the wall when y'all cooking up.
Oh, that's funny.
And then there's a video of Drake with some little girl and they doing this. So that's why when he was sitting at like the edge of the bed, he was just like doing that, like being funny.
Nice.
Yeah, it was mad shit. It
Yeah,
was just
something
like,
about the white trailers and the gray suit.
oh yeah, I don't
I was
know
like, what's
them.
happening? What's going on? It's
That was a
mad-
cool scene,
mad
though.
stuff.
I'll say
Yeah.
that. Look cool. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of
A good
stuff
ass
in
video.
there. I like that at the end.
How
He
many
ends it with
dances y'all think
the
came
owl in
out
the
of this?
cage. It was nice.
How many what?
Dances y'all think is gonna go from just being a West Coast thing?
I feel like you just got a
Everywhere.
West Coast dance to this. Like, don't
Is
try to.
it West Coast dancing anymore? Or is it gonna take over a life of its own now?
Nah, it's still West Coast
Yeah, it's
dancing.
still
like.
West Coast because the song is West Coast. It's
I
like-
appreciate niggas still having regional cultures. I also seen a lot of people talking about niggas is dragging it. This still going on.
Yeah, like
And
tuck your hate, bro.
yeah, the take was like, which I appreciate and agree with, was like, oh, niggas is so used to microwave shit that 2 months of a song feels like forever to these niggas. When it was like, yo, do you know when Miguel's Adorn came out, they was playing that shit every day for years? When Hotline Bling was everywhere, God's playing, like, but it's like, oh,
Forever.
even in the 90s, like, yeah, niggas drop a song, that shit is on their next album. It's a whole run of that shit, like.
Yeah.
So I
It is.
appreciate that the song didn't just die out in like 14 seconds. Like,
Not at all. That's when I kept mentioning, it took on a life of its own. It transcended the battle, and now it's its own cultural, pop culture thing.
Did y'all hear about the jacket? Apparently, he wore a jacket that was like an Easter egg for the fact that the album is dropping the 10th of August.
I also heard that the jacket comes with that on it, like that date. So it's like, oh, anybody who buys that jacket has the date on it. So he could have bought it on some like, oh, should I found
Yeah,
the perfect
about
jacket, or it could just be a jacket. Who knows? But either way,
The
Either
album
way,
dropped
great
August
video.
10th. Man is a marketing genius.
Last thing I'll say, one of my favorite scenes is when he's like standing like in darkness, and the dude is kind of like creeping up, and then he's
Like
like,
scary, I was Drake.
yeah, that was crazy. It looks good. He always have like, and then of course I like when he does the camera work when he's in the scene with the lights, and he has like the Tommy the Clown's crew. They're dancing with each other, and it's like the
The
revolving
dance battle.
camera angle. Yeah, it's cool. Very cool. I like that aesthetic. Great video. It did exactly what I thought it was going to do.
Right.
Reinvigorate the hype of hating Drake a little bit.
they said the ending of the video was Kendrick saying he knows why the cage bird sings. That shit had me crying.
Crying. I did like that imagery though. Ending the video with this like owl in the cage.
Yo, having the
Sit
Family
down, be
Matters
humble.
part, like with the lyrics lining up with him. Oh, you took a picture with your son and your wife. You're holding your son. All that, the dancing. Oh, we having a good time. Does it look like I'm beating up? And then the
I ain't gonna front. Whitney was hitting that
knowing
shit.
you a
What?
liar.
For
What?
realsies.
Yeah,
For
they do that all
realsies.
the time. It looked like
Nigga,
clearly.
it's like if you look at Kendrick's wife and you think she's not a black person, she
feel
looks
it.
like a light skinned black person. She's a light skinned black person.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
looked like she'll fuck you up.
She is from Compton.
The couple reminds me of from the Vince Staples show, how him and his girl was like. I just imagine like their shit is kind of like that.
I feel like Vince don't dance. I don't know.
No, not Vince, like, but like,
Yeah.
like his girlfriend, yeah.
Did
I think was living a rough life.
right?
Yeah,
Did
hear
y'all
about the-
see my fault? Did y'all see Michael Rubin's white party photos? Like, and Drake was at the party.
Yeah,
I
yo,
seen-
And
did
it was like
y'all-
that nigga look like he aged 40 years. Nigga
Right.
look-
Yo, that's why I'm like, yo, you gotta say something, bro, because it looked like you about to.
It's nothing to say. What could you possibly
You gotta
say?
get your smile back.
Yeah,
You gotta
take the trauma
smile
off.
since
Like,
this
take the
shit
trauma.
started.
He's
Motherfucker
going
said
to-
Happy Canada Day.
He's gonna
Like
have
that
to.
was a sad moment of you on video, bro. You
He's
in your
gonna have
house.
to drop something fire. And he's gonna have to let this video die out. See, that's
Oh,
the
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
The song was still OD popular, but you could make an argument that
no
the,
visual.
the association with like making fun of Drake with the song was kind of dying down because the song is just lit. Like, people want to do their own dance, They're using it for whatever.
The crazy shit is he's put out songs. They just ain't last.
And they not lasting. Like
That
even the
Wagwan
Hate Delilah shit.
shit out. He did
whack.
2 features
I
on
wouldn't even say it's whack, but it's just not what niggas
Camila
want to hear.
Cabella's album. Nobody cares.
You know, fam,
I think the
said
last
you was
thing
gonna
he
sit- you was
did,
gonna go
um,
tuck it. He said you was gonna go tuck it in.
That
high.
was I wouldn't even say successful. They probably were all commercially successful, but the last thing I remember, I could honestly say I remember, was him rapping over the BBL Drizzy beat on that Sexy Red song.
Where's
That's
that shit at?
I have no idea where that shit is.
Yo,
at.
that was another funny
She's
joint
fighting
too.
with whoever for Sosa.
They were saying, oh, he was fighting his whole life to get a feature from Sade, and like his feature is the BBL Drizzy song.
crying.
Like
That's
it just
Sade?
didn't- I guess I don't know. That was the insinuation of the video, so I might be wrong. So don't hold me to it. But
That's interesting.
Nah, it's like, oh, yo, you getting your ass whooped. Like, nigga is beating you so metaphorically. Like, you was like,
see, but then the only other thing I would say, because, you know, Drake loves to talk numbers, right? I'm just the number king. Like,
oh, yeah, now you
this
lost that, too.
situation, this nigga's breaking all kind of numbers and records. Like,
Nigga numbered you up.
Numbered you up.
He released the video of him being outside, surrounded by people. It don't look like he had Rick Ross security with him at that moment.
In the music video?
Yeah. I mean, obviously it was important to play, but like it's mad people here. Anything could go wrong. If I'm not supposed to be outside in my town, like something could have happened.
He had people was talking shit because he had sheriffs there, but it's like, oh, I'm assembling.
It's a fucking riot. This would be a riot if it wasn't any sort of control going on here. So like, look at what I'm able to do with my people in my city. Fam said "Happy Canada" from his backyard in Canada.
I mean,
I'm confused why you keep saying that.
Because I'm like, yo, you talking about people not being outside, like you fam is in America, because this turned into like a Canada America thing, right? Because you got him making sure he says something about, you know, rallying up his people, because it's like, oh, I've lost the whole black thing, so now I'm resorting to just, I'm a Canadian and blah blah blah. And then Kendrick come with the
He wasn't Canadian the whole time?
No, he was, but it was like, you know, I'm coming over here, making money with y'all, I fuck with y'all, we all together. And then Kendrick got the whole colonizer thing, oh, you only come over here when you need something. And now you going to draw back, and I'm going to sit in my house in Canada, and I'm in the house. And
you know he be in the house a lot, right?
Not cool. But this ain't the time to be in the house. Like,
he ain't got nowhere else to go. You stay your ass right inside, because at this point, it's like, oh, it's over, bro.
Yeah, that one's
like,
a
if they were
reach, dog.
already chanting "they not like us" at your shows and shit, to the point where you're like also joining in and singing a song at your show. I mean, what else can I say? Job's done. Like even the media is referring, when they refer to Drake and Kendrick, it's like, oh, Kendrick Lamar, the rapper who just beat Drake in a battle. Like it's like, oh, that's become the new tagline. Like, oh, Drake, the guy who just lost to Kendrick Lamar in a battle, He just you read any article, and they're incorporating that aspect into it. It's over. At this point, it's over, bro. Just let me do my victory lap. You be quiet, or go back to doing what you do. Do this shit with the melodies that we all like. Go do that. And when you do that, this will kind of, you know what I mean?
He gotta like come back in January. Like, just take this year off.
Honestly. I mean, it's not that many options you can do. Like I said, unless you got some OD fire shit, because you dropped the video for one of the, what was that, Family Matters?
Yeah,
you dropped the video for that. Your video should have did what Kendrick's video's doing.
But
it got stepped on, bro.
It got stepped on, and it got stepped on like
and then
kill shot.
You can't really say, oh, you got to go put out some fire, because Family Matters was hot. It was a fire song.
You just gotta go take a little break, like.
Yeah, no, honestly,
Even
let people
took
miss
a break
you.
after back to back, and that tour finished. You gotta take a little break. Sometimes you gotta go in the house, man. Sometimes you lose the belt at WrestleMania, and then you gotta pop back up at SummerSlam.
But like, remember
but
how
from
he
April
was
to
antagonizing,
August, sit down.
We don't know what's going
how
on.
he was antagonizing the people that had to get, like, they had to take an L to him. Do you have respect for how he's handling the situation? Or do you expect more from him? It's like, yo, you were talking all this shit about people backing down or whatever when they was on the outs.
I don't feel like Drake ever backed down. I wouldn't say that Drake backed down from this battle. He definitely
Yes, he did.
He
I feel
backed
like
down like
he
a
thought
motherfucker.
he did what he thought was going to win.
Yeah,
and
but
then,
like,
And then he backed down.
yeah, because
and
you ain't do
then
nothing else.
when he couldn't find anything else to say, he tried to stop it. I wouldn't say I feel like J. Cole backed down from the battle. What J. Cole did, I feel like that's backing down
J. Cole
from the
bowed
battle.
out.
They
I
both
feel
backed
like-
down.
I feel like Drake actually attacked. It was a,
Yeah,
it
he
was
did.
a battle,
He
and
did.
you lost. Like, you lost. I wouldn't
that's
say
when
he
he
backed
backed-
down.
Yeah, nah, he walked
When
away.
you go on
Nigga
a
said, "I'm done."
song and you be like, man, you go ahead and drop them records. I'm about to go on
Yeah,
vacation. I'm about to,
man,
you
responded.
receded the battle. Like,
And
you
you
don't
just
want
told
you don't want
me-
to fight
That's
no
fair.
more.
And you just
That's
told
fair.
me you're not gonna get to sit this one out. You're not gonna get to walk away. Come outside, put your song out, do this, do that, and now you hiding. Now you talk about, yo, you using lies. You're not telling the truth. You lying to the people. We gonna do
and
that.
sometimes you just got to be like, nah, you know what, niggas got me.
That's what I'm saying. Why?
Yeah, he
when
lost.
you gonna do that? Because I think that's what I meant by, like, I need you to say something.
He's
But-
not the type of personality to do that.
But you have to, like,
Now you don't have to.
You gotta, cause like yo,
You have people respect
Save
you more when
yourself.
you do that because it's like, oh, you're used to winning, right? But it's like, all right, cool. The respect comes from and how you lose.
Cause it's like, yeah, that's what I mean. Like right now, you look delusional and taking this L. Like you still in your head, it feels like you're telling yourself, like, I ain't lose that. Nigga.
Yeah, he
Like,
cheated.
But it's like, yo, you just got beat. Like it just happened like that. So come out, say, yo, y'all got it. Don't sit here and keep throwing out the vague bathroom photos. Like, yo, yeah, we, summer things or whatever the fuck you saying.
Or
Like
bots,
you, like
or
yeah, like
whatever.
like you keep making it seem like, oh, I could have killed this nigga. No, you couldn't. He slept you. Like
You
caught
coulda.
you with
I
your
think
hands up.
You
I think
could have
he-
killed this nigga if he wasn't him.
Yeah,
Like,
he
But that means you couldn't
overestimated
kill him.
himself.
Yeah, because the way
because
you
of
was
his-
talking on Family
his
Matters,
history
it
and
was
his
like,
past,
oh, yeah, I'm
uh,
done.
yeah,
battles.
I don't want to hear what niggas could have did.
Yeah, not at all. It's hypothetical and shit, but it's like, oh yeah, bro.
Man's in the blender, B.
You thought
His music don't sound the same,
he
bro.
was going to be able to come out of this unscathed.
Like I'm still looking for the albums. That's like, all right,
Oh, but me and that, I need to use your inside sources for something. I need you to hit up Joyner Lucas to let us know when he gonna drop the
I got you.
Drake perspective.
I got you. I'm gonna keep you tiny. You know what I'm saying?
Cause you gonna be the first nigga Spotify notice.
Respect.
I told that nigga do some push-ups.
Tears. Yeah, man.
Aye, aye, aye.
Pack it up for Drake.
Facts. Y'all got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Man. I'm good.
All good.
All right, y'all. That's another episode. It's hot as fuck.
know
I'm
that.
also fucking these niggas up in Monopoly in case y'all was wondering about what's been going on. I'm not.
You're winning, I guess.
Bye.
2.
3.
On
3.
I'm 3 on you, 4 on him.
Really?
That's the numbers.
How many games you won last time?
2.
2.
And I won one last time.
And you started last week down 2.
Yeah, so you should only be 2 up above me since you won 3. No?
If I'm at 0 and you're at -2, right? But you
am
go to
I at
-1.
Am I at -2?
I'm just using it as an example for 2 below.
Okay.
All right, so we'll use, if I'm at 4 and you're at 2, if you win 1, you're at 3. If I win 2 more, what am I at?
6. Okay. Yeah. All right.
This the shit we was talking about, Terrence Howard. Niggas trying to change the math, y'all.
Hey, prove it. Show me. Show me.
I did.
All right, cool.
Super symmetry, nigga.
All right. Okay.
And he's down 4.
You want to do some math to check yours?
Nah, I'm cool.
You believe me, right?
You just giving you all
Who's
the
there for the
power.
loyalty?
That's why this nigga is so powerful.
And can I get a hot tub?
Ew. Nah, guys are all right.
All right, y'all, we out of here. He down by 4.
Right.
He down by 4.
Crying.
He down by 3. He down by 3.
Boo. Boo this nigga. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what else to say, guys.
Once
Tune
upon
in next
a
week.
time, all our scores was the same.
Dave, cut the damn feed. Cut the damn feed.